For this demo, we'll be using the fictional K2 Bank mobile application on the left side of the screen and the agent desktop on the right-hand side. Journey's tech is integrated inside of both, so there's no need for any new or standalone mobile application. Today, it's estimated that nearly 50% of all phone calls are attempted fraud. Just think about how many you receive that appear to be from your hometown area code. We've been conditioned to be skeptical of unknown callers, which makes it really difficult for contact centers to make it through and to prove that they're legitimate. To address this, we're making it possible for the bank to send out a programmable, branded pre-call notification of an upcoming call so that the customer is expecting it. We allow the bank to display a detailed caller ID so that the user is far more likely to answer, and we make it possible for the agent and caller to mutually authenticate one another without either party asking for or providing any sensitive information. So let's take a look. Thanks to Journey's integration with the Outbound dialer, we can predict when someone's number is nearing the top of the list manager's call queue and issue an automated pre-call notification. Okay, looks like I received an alert from the K2 Bank fraud department alerting me that they need to speak with me about recent transactions. You will receive a call in the next 15 minutes, or you can log in and request a call at your convenience. If I do nothing else here other than glance at this notification, I'm already going to be much more likely to answer that call. But let's see what happens when I tap the notification. Okay, my app spun Face ID to authenticate me without me needing to do anything else, and now I'm in the notification center of K2 Bank's app. Here's the notification I just received, and now depending on the situation, I can either self-serve or I have the option to request a call about this. So this option gives the user the chance to say, I don't want to call the generic 1-800 number to get thrown in the back of the line and then have to explain my notification to an agent. Instead, I want an agent who knows what's going on to call me. By requesting the call, this conversation is also no longer subject to TCPA robocalling regulations. So I'll go ahead and select Call Me Now. I'm receiving the call now with 2 lines of caller ID telling me the business and department, so I'll go ahead and answer it.
Hi Alex, this is Mary with the K2 Fraud Department. Would you mind logging into your K2 app to verify yourself? Perfect. You should now see that you're on a verified call with me and that my agent ID is 19438. Let's take a look at those transactions.
So as you can see, Mary can see that I biometrically authenticated using an onboard biometric, and I can see Mary's name and agent ID right on my screen. We went through it quickly, but what you just saw was Journey's 3-pronged approach to drive up connect rates, as well as right party connect. The first prong was the pre-call notifications that make the user aware of the upcoming call and gives them an option to self-serve or to schedule for later. The second was the customizable caller ID. Through Journey's integration with the Outbound dialer, our tech is able to communicate with the app the moment before the call arrives to tell it to expect a call from a specific number. Then our tech inside the app is able to interpret that information and relay it over to the native caller ID. And lastly, as I mentioned at the start of the demo, it's human nature to be highly skeptical of a stranger calling and asking us for sensitive information like your mother's maiden name or the last 4 of your social security number. Instead, the request here was just to tap the app-based notification to log in. No need for the agent to interrogate the customer with security questions, and as the customer, I could see the agent's name and ID number right on my screen. Thank you for watching, and please get in touch with any questions or to see any future demonstrations.